After 2 decades of torture and detention in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, Mohammed Al-Qahtani, the man suspected of being the 20th intended hijacker of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, could be repatriated to Saudi Arabia in the coming months. A parole-like panel called the Periodic Review Board published a document on Friday indicating that Al-Qahtani developed serious mental health issues as a result of his incarceration at Guantanamo Bay. He was picked up by Pakistani forces in December of 2001 while attempting to cross the border into Afghanistan. He was then handed over to the U.S. military, who in February 2002 placed him in the Guantanamo Bay Naval Detention Center. There, Al-Qahtani was subject to various methods of torture in an attempt to extract information from him. These included beatings, sleep deprivation, threats against his family, forced nudity, sexual humiliation, denial of the right to practice his religion, threats to desecrate the Quran, his holy book, in his presence, forced administration of intravenous drugs during interrogation, severe isolation, exposure to low temperatures for long periods of time, and being placed in acute stress positions for hours at a time. All these methods were well documented and reportedly authorized and sanctioned by the highest levels of military command, the White House itself. He was originally one of the 6 people charged with the 9/11 conspiracy, for which the government was seeking the death penalty. However, with all of his statements to detectives having been given through torture or under the threat of torture, he was determined to be unfit for trial. However, even after the prosecution's case collapsed, Al-Qahtani, now in his 40s, continued to be held at Guantanamo for years, until now a consensus has been reached that he no longer poses an immediate threat to the security of the United States. The Periodic Review Board also concluded that any threat arising from his associations can be adequately mitigated. Despite his impending release from Guantanamo, Al-Qahtani will not immediately become a free man. Instead, he will soon be placed into a custodial rehabilitation and mental health care program in Saudi Arabia for extremists. The board expressed confidence in Saudi authorities to monitor and provide comprehensive care to the detainee, as well as to ensure that he is well supervised upon completion of the program. Despite these plans for his continued detention, Al-Qahtani's lawyer, Ramzi Qassem, told the press that at this time, his client does not pose a risk to anyone but himself. While Al-Qahtani will leave Guantanamo Bay as early as next month, 39 people will stay behind, still ensnared in illegal and human rights limbo at the hands of the United States of America.